They ought to make the day the time changes the first day of summer.
What?
Well, it's 8 o'clock and it's still light.
A lot of good the extra daylight does us.
Well, we're here, John, all right?
Test? Are you back on? Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, we
hey
are
there.
back on the air after an interruption due to technical problems.
There's nothing wrong with the radio. Must have been station.
Which row is it in? There it is.
I wonder what happened to the one from last year. Each year we spend good money on these things. Come out here and the one from last year is gone.
Well, the flowers die and the caretaker or somebody takes them away.
Yeah, a little spit and polish, you can clean this up. Sell it next year. I wonder how many times we bought the same one. Do you remember one time we were small, we were out here? It was right over there. I jumped out at you from behind the tree and Grandpa got all excited and he shook his fist at me and said, "Boy, you'll be damned to hell." Remember that? Right over there. We used to be really scared here.
Johnny!
You're still afraid.
Stop it now, I mean it.
They're coming to get you, Barbara.
Stop it! You're ignorant.
They're coming for you, Barbara.
Stop it! You're acting like a child.
They're coming for you. Look, there comes one of them now.
He'll hear you.
There comes. No, I'm getting out of here.
Johnny! No! Oh!
Hey!
Oh! Johnny!
Get off of her!
Help me!
Stop it! That's no. God, Not my glasses. I can't see.
please. Damn it.
It's all right. Don't worry about him. I can handle him. There's probably a lot more of them as soon as they find out about us. Truck's out of gas. Suppose you tried this. Damn it. Do you live here? Jesus. We gotta get out of here. We gotta get to some other people. Maybe we should take some food. They know we're in here now.
more lights on in this house.
Yeah, this room looks pretty secure.
If we have to, we can run in here and board up the doors.
The radio in the truck. I jumped in it to listen to it. I looked back to the diner to see if there was anyone that could help me. That's when I noticed that I was alone with 50 or 60 of those things just standing there, staring at me.
We were riding in the cemetery. Johnny and me. Johnny. We came to put a wreath on my father's grave. Johnny and he said, "Can I have some candy?" And then this man started walking up the road. And oh, it's hot in here. Hot. And I ran up to this man, and I was going to apologize. Oh, I screamed, "Johnny! Johnny, help me! Oh, help me!"
Why don't you just keep calm?
We have to wait for Johnny.
I think you should just calm down.
We've got to go out and get him. We have got to go get Johnny. Please help me. Please. Oh.
Now developing, this radio station will remain on the air day and night. This station and hundreds of other radio and TV stations throughout this part of the country are pooling their resources. At this hour, there is an epidemic of mass murder being committed. At this point, there is no really authentic way for us to say who or what to look for and guard yourself against. Reaction of law enforcement officials is one of complete bewilderment at this hour. So far, we have been unable to determine that any kind of organized investigation is yet underway. Do not venture outside for any reason. All radio and TV stations in this part of the country, including the one to which you are listening, have joined their facilities in an emergency network to bring you this news as it develops. We urge you to stay tuned to radio and TV and to stay indoors at all costs. Late reports reaching this newsroom tell of frightened people seeking refuge in churches, schools, and government buildings, demanding shelter and protection from the whole sea of murder, which apparently is engulfing much of the nation. Eyewitness accounts describe the murderers as ordinary-looking people and misshapen monsters. This whole ghastly story began developing 2 days ago with the report of a slaying of a family of 7 in the rural home near Gulfport, Mississippi. Since then, reports of such ghastly killings have been reported all over the nation. Similar killings have been reported around the Houston and Galveston areas just moments ago.
I found a gun and some bullets out there.
It was only late yesterday that it
Oh, and
became
these.
clear that we were facing some kind of national emergency. When first reports began filtering in, newsmen and law enforcement agencies began receiving reports of
This place
murders
boarded up
of
pretty solid
gruesome in
now.
nature. As these
We're gonna be all
reports
right
began
here for a
increasing
while.
dramatically, law
I'm going
enforcement
upstairs
officials
now.
began working together to find the source of these savage
If they
killings.
should try to break in, I can hear it from up here, and I'll be down to take care of it. But you'll be all right now, okay?
The dateline on this report is Cumberland, Maryland. Civil defense officials in Cumberland have told the newsmen that murder victims show evidence of having been partially devoured by their murderers. Consistent reports from witnesses to the effect that people who acted as though they were in a kind of trance were killing and eating their victims prompted authorities to examine the bodies of some of the victims. Medical authorities in Cumberland have concluded that in all cases, the killers are eating the flesh of the people they murdered. And so this incredible story becomes more ghastly with each report. It's difficult to imagine such a thing actually happening, but these are the reports that we've been receiving and passing on to you. Reports which have been verified as completely as is possible in this confused situation.
Hold it! Don't shoot! We're from town.
And a report that states that victims have been partially eaten by their slayers is true. No further details available at this
How long you guys been down there? I could have used some help up here.
That's the cellar. It's the safest place.
You mean you didn't hear the racket we're making up here?
How were we supposed to know what was going on?
Anybody would know that somebody's gonna need their help.
Look, it's kind of hard to hear what's going on from down there.
For all we knew, that could have meant those things were in the house after her.
You wouldn't come up and help?
That racket sounded like the place was being ripped apart. How are we supposed to know what was going on?
Wait a minute, man. You just got finished saying you couldn't hear anything down there. Now you're saying it sounded like the place is being ripped apart. It would be nice if you got your story straight, man.
Look, mister, we came up, okay? We're here. Now I suggest we all go back downstairs before any of those things find out we're in here.
They can't get in here.
The cellar's the safest place.
I'm telling you, they can't get in here.
And I'm telling you, those things turned over our car. We were damned lucky to get away at all. Now you tell me those things can't get through this lousy pile of wood?
His wife and kids are downstairs. The kid's hurt.
Still think we're better off up here.
Man, you're really crazy. You know that? You've got a million windows up here.
I told you those things don't have any strength. I smashed 3 of them, pushed another one out the door.
And did you hear me when I told you that they turned over our car?
Hell, any good 5-man can do that.
That's my point. Only there's not going to be 5 or even 10. There's going to be 20, 30, maybe 100 of those things. And as soon as they know we're here, this place is going to be crawling with them.
But if there's that many, they'll probably get us wherever we are.
You got a point, Mr. Cooper. But down the cellar, there's no place to run to. I mean, if they did get in, there'd be no back exit. We'd be done for.
Ah.
We can get out of here if we have to. But down there, there'd be no windows. Rescue party did come, we wouldn't even know it.
But the cellar is the strongest place.
Cellar's a death trap.
You two can do whatever you like. I'm going back down to the cellar, and you better decide. Because I'm going to board up that door, and I'm not going to unlock it again no matter what happens.
Now wait a minute, Mr. Cooper.
No, I'm not going to wait. I've made my decision, now you make yours.
Now wait a minute. Let's think about this. We can make it to the cellar if we have to. If we do decide to stay down there, we'll need some things from up here. So let's at least consider this a while.
Law enforcement officials urge you to stay indoors at all costs.
You box yourself in the cellar and those things get in the house and you've had it. At least up here you got a fighting chance.
Were killing and eating their victims.
Yeah, it looks like about 8 or 10 out there now.
It's more than there were.
Again, we want to remind you that all radio
There's a lot out back, too.
stations will remain on the air day and night to bring you the
fix these boards.
You're crazy. Those things are going to be at every window and door in this place. We got to get down into the cellar.
Now you damn cellar and get out of here.
I'm taking the girl with me.
You leave her here. Keep her hands off her and everything else that's up here too.
Listen, I got a kid down there.
It's tough for the kid or old man so stupid.
Now, get the hell down in the cellar. You can be boss down there. I'm boss up here.
Wait a minute. Judy, come up here, honey.
Late reports reaching this newsroom tell of frightened people seeking refuge in churches, schools, and government buildings, demanding shelter and protection from the
You're gonna let them get her too, huh?
apparently is engulfing much of the nation. Eyewitness accounts describe the murderers as...
Well, we're safe now. It's boarded up tight.
What about Tom and Judy?
They want to stay up there, let them. There are 2 other people upstairs, a man and a girl.
We heard you screaming.
Similar killings have been reported around the Houston...
He's wrong, you know.
areas just moments ago.
I'm not boxing myself in down there.
Newsmen and law enforcement agencies began receiving reports of murders that were quite gruesome.
We'll see who's right. We'll see when they come begging me to let them in down here.
That's important, isn't it?
What?
To be right, everyone else to be wrong.
What do you mean by that?
Does anyone up there know why we're being attacked?
Whatever it isn't just happening here. It's some kind of mass murder. It's going on everywhere. The radio said to stay inside.
Radio?
Radio upstairs. I heard a news bulletin.
There's a radio upstairs and you boarded us in down here?
I know what I'm doing.
What did it say?
Nothing.
Let's go up. Tom, if Judy would come downstairs for a few minutes, Harry and I could come upstairs.
Do I have to?
Look, honey, nothing's gonna get done with them down there and us up here. Do this for me.
Okay.
I gotta go help Bet with the television.
This place is ridiculous. Look at this. There's a million weak spots up here.
Why don't you do something to help somebody?
I haven't tried to get a couple of chairs together.
Now you better watch this and try and understand what's going on.
I don't want to hear any more out of you, mister. You stay up here, you take orders from me. And that includes leaving the girl alone.
It's on, son.
There's no sound.
These reports, incredible as they seem. It has been established that persons who have recently died have been returning to life and committing acts of murder. A widespread investigation of reports from funeral homes, morgues, and hospitals have concluded that the unburied dead are coming back to life and seeking human victims. It's hard for us here to believe what we're reporting to you, but it does seem to be a fact. Stay tuned to the broadcasting stations in your local area for this list of rescue stations. Look for the name of the rescue station nearest you and make your way to that location as soon as possible.
So we have that truck. If we can get some gas, we can get out of here.
There's a pump out back.
I know, that's why I pulled in, but it's locked.
Why are space experts being consulted about an earthbound emergency? So far, all the betting to the answer to that question centers on the recent Explorer satellite shot to Venus. That satellite, you recall, started back to Earth, but never got here. That's the space vehicle which orbited Venus and then was purposely destroyed by NASA when scientists discovered it was carrying a mysterious high-level radiation with it. Could that radiation be somehow responsible for the wholesale murders we're now suffering?
We've heard all these now. We gotta try to get out of here.
He said the rescue station has doctors and medical supplies. If we can get Karen there, we can get help for her.
Is one of the world's foremost authorities on space
How
side.
bad has your kid been hurt?
You're coming from a meeting regarding the explosion of the Venus probe. Is that right?
Look, you go down and tell.
That was the subject.
Is her name Judy? Yeah, you tell Judy to come up here and you stay with the kid, all right?
Definitely. There is a definite connection between the two. In the cold room at the university, we had a cadaver. A cadaver from which all 4 limbs have been amputated. Sometime early this morning, it opened its eyes and began to move its trunk. It was dead, but it opened its eyes and tried to move.
Look, I need you to find some bedspreads or sheets to tear up into small strips, okay? Is there a fruit cellar here? We need some bottles or jars to make Molotov cocktails to hold them off while we try to escape.
Hey, there's a big can of kerosene down there.
I'll see what I could find.
I'll look for the bottles.
There's a big key ring down there. There may be a key to the gas pump on it.
I'll check.
We can toss cocktails on the windows upstairs. Meantime, a couple of us can try to go out and get the gas and come back for the rest of the people.
But that'll leave a door open someplace.
That's right. Better be this door. Before we go, we'll put some supplies behind the cellar door. While we're gone, the rest of you can hold up in there.
I found some fruit jars in the cellar. And there's a key on here that's labeled for the gas pump out back.
We'll put whatever lumber we find behind the cellar door. We can go upstairs and toss cocktails from the window. Tom, you and I have to unboard this door. After you toss the cocktails, hustle back down here and lock this door. There's no good boarded up because we'll have to get back in quickly. All right.
Could that radiation be somehow responsible for the wholesale murders we're now suffering?
You've always had a smile for me. How could you smile like that all the time?
Are you sure we're doing the right thing, Tom?
Well, the terrorist just said that's the right thing to do. We got to get to a rescue station.
Why do you have to go out there?
This isn't a passive thing, honey. It's not like just a wing pack they threw. We got to do something, and fast.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Ready upstairs?
Yeah!
Okay, toss them.
Go ahead, go on!
I'm going with him. I'm going.
It's too late!
Well, is it coming? Come on! Get in! Come on!
This key won't work.
Watch! Watch the torch!
We gotta get away from the pump. Hang on.
Stop! Are you crazy? Get out of the truck!
Let's get out of here.
My jacket's caught.
Punk ass, dumb mother. Beat you. Get up! Get up! Get up! I'd drag you out and feed you those things.
Isn't it 3 o'clock yet?
10 minutes.
We better leave soon. It's 10 minutes till 3.
We were just trying to get to a motel before dark.
You said those things turned your car over. You think we can get back on its wheels and drive it? Where is it?
Forget it. It's at least a mile.
Can't start the car. Johnny has the keys.
You have a car? Where? Where is it?
You won't be able to start it.
Yeah, I know, but where is it?
Good Lord.
The level of the mysterious radiation continues to increase steadily. So long as the situation remains, government spokesmen warn that dead bodies will continue to be transformed into the flesh-eating ghouls. All law enforcement agencies and the military have been organized to search out and destroy the marauding ghouls. The Survival Command Center at the Pentagon has disclosed that a ghoul can be killed by a shot in the head.
Chief, if I were surrounded by 6 or 8 of these things, would I stand a chance with them?
Well, there's no problem. If you had yourself a gun, shoot them in the head. That's a sure way to kill them. If you don't, get yourself a club or a torch, beat them or burn them. They go up pretty easy.
Well, Chief McClellan, how long do you think it will take until you get the situation under control?
Well, it's pretty hard to say. We know how many out there. We know when we find them, we can kill them.
This is Bill Cardell, WIC TV 11 News.
Thank you, Bill, for that report. Official spokesman declined to speculate just how long it may take to kill off all the flesh eaters, so long as the heavy rain.
Go ahead. Do you want to stay up here now?
Nick, Tony, Steve, want to get out in that field and build me a bonfire? Let's go check out the house.
There's something in there. I heard a noise.
All right, hit him in the head, right between the eyes. Good shot. Okay, he's dead. Let's go get him. Another one for the farm.